term we associate with powerful CEOs, influential Hollywood celebrities, and professional athletes. You're either born into it or you have some extraordinary talent that makes you money, right? What do you think about wealth? What do you really know about wealth? By definition, wealth is defined as an abundance of valuable possessions or money. In the United States, you need $2.27 million of total net worth to be considered wealthy. The thing is, the vast majority of people will never be able to claim wealth's glory according to this definition. The majority of people believe that wealth can only be generated from a salary. You believe that the amount of money you earn is dependent on the amount of time that you work. If you made the average American wage of $27 per hour and worked 40 hours a week, it would take you 51 years to become wealthy. This doesn't factor in healthcare, living expenses, or let alone inflation. So in other words, exchanging time for a salary will not make you wealthy. People waste their entire lives trading their valuable freedom and health seeking financial wealth and social status. Let me guess, you work a secure and conventional 9-to-5 job. You go home, watch television, sleep, and repeat until the weekend. On the weekends, you spend your money socializing, drinking with friends, and quote-unquote living your best life, all while dreading Monday morning. You may not realize it, but you are desperately trading your freedom in exchange for money. Don't believe it yet? Take a look at this. In your adult life, you have an average of 56 years to live once you begin working out of school. 7% of it is spent eating and drinking, 16% watching television or on social media, 23% at your job and commuting, and 33% sleeping. That leaves you with 20% or 1/5 of your adult life left for you to decide how to live it. Essentially, you're chasing money so you can live 20% of your life. What kind of deal is that? You'll continue this pattern of life dreaming of the sports car, the luxurious vacations, and the mansion. It's motivation to keep believing the lies. You tell yourself, if I just work a little harder and some more hours, I'll get there one day. But until then, you'll just chase money, sleep, and repeat. What if I told you that everything you've been taught about wealth is wrong? The truth is, society has only told you about one form of wealth when there's actually 4 types of wealth. Your life, up until this point, has been spent seeking one type of wealth while sacrificing the other 3. Once you learn the 4 types of wealth, you'll begin seeing the bigger picture of life more clearly and how to attain financial freedom. The one that you're most familiar with is financial wealth. This is the amount of cash and the amount of assets that you possess. It is your net worth. The second is social wealth, which is your perceived social status. This includes the abundance of friends that you have, your character, and the reputation that you've created, possibly due to your career. The third is your physical wealth, or essentially your health. It's the amount of sleep you get, proper nutrition, and your physical well-being. Lastly, and most importantly, there's time wealth. Time wealth is defined as having your own time to spend how you want, where you want, and with whom you want. It's true freedom. But which one of these 4 types of wealth will lead you to true happiness and a fulfilling life? Newton's third law states that for every action in nature, there is an equal and opposite reaction. If you focus your life chasing financial wealth, you'll sacrifice time and physical wealth. If you focus your life solely chasing time wealth, you may miss out on social and financial wealth. Just like Newton's third law, there will be an equivalent force pushing back on all the other forms of wealth, regardless of which type of wealth you focus your life on. So what's the answer? The answer is all of them, but the key is the right balance. Now listen very carefully here. Wealth is measured in time, not dollars. Forget the lies that you've been fed that wealth is money. It's time to open your eyes to what true wealth is and what type of wealth will bring you true happiness. It's time to change. The difference between you and the wealthy is that the wealthy do not chase financial wealth. They chase freedom, and the financial wealth follows them. Do you honestly think that self-made millionaires go into work each day thinking, well, 8 more hours of this and then I can head back home to my couch and watch Netflix? No, absolutely not. Once you realize that you've been chasing the wrong type of wealth your whole life, you're going to be able to make change. 9-to-5 jobs lure you in with the promise of financial and social wealth. In other words, money and social status. Little do you know that they're robbing you of your time and physical wealth, or your freedom and health. In the near term, chasing money and status at the expense of your freedom and health works, but in the long term, you'll begin to see the frightening results. Here's what you need to do. Flip the logic and work to balance financial and social wealth. Focus your energy on attaining true freedom. This could be financial freedom or a job that requires less out of you. Second, improve your health. No one gets out of this world alive, but you can make sure that you live most of it. I'm not saying to quit your job and become a vegan, but spend more of your energy focusing on these 2 forms of wealth rather than chasing money and social relevance. Your financial and social wealth may take a hit in the short term, but in the long term, money and friends will begin to chase you because of the sacrifices that you made early on. You'll eventually see all 4 types of wealth intersect, and this is where true happiness is found. Action is the basis of all success. If you're willing to do the work, you can do anything. Keep in mind, each of these types of wealth takes years to master, and in a sense, you could view this as a lifelong process that you continuously improve. Get started immediately, and don't fall into the false belief that they can't all be worked on at the same time. Focus on attaining time and physical wealth while limiting your financial and social wealth. Eventually, you'll find the right balance in order to live a fulfilling life, and that's where you can claim your victory. Time waits for no one, so quit the excuses. Take ownership for where you are now and decide where you'd rather be. Take action. Before you leave, there is one thing that you share with every wealthy sports icon, famous Hollywood celebrity, and billionaire CEO. Rich or poor, what you share is the same 24 hours in a day, just like them. Your life is the one resource that you will never be able to reclaim. Life is too short to be working for someone else's dream. Go make yours happen.